Scott Vanderwood. Welcome to your first look of the SFM system and community. This is your area where you're going to receive ESPN-like highlights of the bootcamp you're about to receive in your inbox over the next several days. What we're going to do, and the purpose of this, is to give you a good sense of the system, the business, the leaders, and the people that are going to be involved and that you're going to get to know on a personal basis over the next several weeks. So, as your personal need desk, we're going to provide you the cliff notes of the must-know items from within the bootcamp series. And consider this first video a conditioning video, to find out if this is going to be the right thing for you, as well as finding out if you are going to be the right person for us to work with. After all, a very limited amount of people actually get to gain access to this type of system, and an even smaller number of people have unlimited access to work with us on a personal basis. But more on that later. Now what you're going to find is that this is the real deal, with thorough information and GPS-like guidance. What you're going to notice through the bootcamp is two things. Jay, who's going to be introduced in the second video, is really like having a Tony Robbins in your back pocket, except he's a more hip version. Stuart, on the other hand, is like having a laser-focused GPS guide to your results. In the next video, Stuart takes you right to what you need to do and shows you exactly how he does things. Now, in the next part of the video, I'm going to hand it off to my business partner, John McElhatton.
Scott was just saying, my name is John McElhatton, and here we're going to kind of get a look at this neat desk in action. Below the video, you're going to see two sets of numbers. The first one is going to be a little bit more of an ESPN-like top 10 list. We're going to show you the most crucial parts of the bootcamp video, as well as the most crucial times and what those are about, so you can really see the times that you really need to focus on. Then the ones below that is going to be more of a thorough outline. So when you have time to actually be looking at these video boot camps, you can go ahead and really check off to make sure these are the important parts that you want to be able to get out of the video series. And that way, they cover a lot of thorough information. So that way you at least have the chance to go ahead and see which parts are most important to you and which parts that you really need to focus on. Because, as we said before, this is a conditioning, but it's also the real deal. So they're going to be thorough and they're going to have a lot of information to them. Now, the first video, on behalf of the whole conditioning concept, it does not have any, it's not as user-friendly because of that conditioning. You're going to only have pause and play. So when you're ready to do that, make sure that you're in a focused room, that you have all the stuff that you need to be able to write things down. And then as you go through the other videos, you can go ahead and pause, play, and pick which parts of the videos, although we really recommend that you go through all the videos as if you're going to be tested on them. Now, the last point that we want to get across here is how important it is that you go ahead and take us out of your spam folder, because, quite frankly, if you were, think of it this way, if you're getting emails from Donald Trump himself on the do's and don'ts of this business, as well as what he does to keep motivated and all of his keys about success, you'd want to make sure that you got every single one of those and got every single second of those. That's exactly how this is. This is serious as a heart attack as you're going through all these videos. So make sure that you go ahead and whitelist these videos and make sure that you keep track of them. Or if you need to, we've got a link below showing you exactly how to be able to do that in case you don't know how. Now, before we completely sign off here, we want you to pay especially close attention to this last part of the video, because besides being basically your neat desk for this entire bootcamp, you're also going to want to get to know us, because we've not only been through the struggles as you have, but we've actually really been helping people just like you who want to have that different transition of a lifestyle. So just like Stuart is going to be sharing his motivation, his mission in the next 5 minutes of the first video, we want to briefly just tell you a little bit about what it is that we've been through, so that you have an idea of what this entire thing is like. Because we've been through the crappy hourly jobs, we've been through the very stressful sales consultant positions, and even been through the pressure of the network marketing game of trying to find the right family and friends. And quite frankly, it really sucks when you're in any of those positions. When you're either being paid by the position, when you're in an hourly job, and you have constraints off of where you can go and how much you can make from those. We know that it really sucks also when you run out of family and friends, or you're getting pressured by people that you really care about from the network marketing game. And those are just a few of the reasons why we decided to go with the online route, so that we didn't have those constraints within this, and that's why we discovered SFM. But I'll tell you right now, it wasn't an easy process. Here, you're going to be able to learn the professional skill sets to be able to go places. Because when we started off, it was very much so like the Wild Wild West. We knew that we wanted to be able to have an internet lifestyle, but we had no idea where to go. We didn't have any guidance. It was very much so a figure it out on your own type of sense. And when you have that, you can get very overwhelmed, you get frustrated, you don't know which way to go. But here, you're going to find that it's much different, because not only are they experts in the game, not only is Jay basically a forefather of online business, and Stuart, you're going to find out, made over $480,000 when he really started getting going in his first year of online business. But it's different here. See, not only do you get the guidance, not only from us, but also directly from Jay and Stuart, but at the same time, you're not alone. You're going to be meeting people who have been in your same position, are in your same position. But I want you to imagine this as our last thought. Instead of going through PDF files, videos, and that kind of thing, imagine what it would be like to actually be able to see the experts hearing them typing on the keyboard and visualizing their screen through a ScreenFlow program, where you can actually see exactly what they're doing, and you have exactly how they react when they get to certain sites and how they communicate, exactly pinpointed, and you can really see exactly what they do with their fingers. Just imagine that for the moment. So that's going to be all for this video. Make sure that you go ahead and check out the highlight stuff below. Make sure that you whitelist us from the email. We'll see you at the next one.